Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining today. Today's topic, improving your self-conversation, the things that are in your head, what questions you ask yourself daily or often to keep your mind on track in a positive and productive way. So I'm going to give you 9 things, and I've watched or listened to a podcast many years ago. So this is notes from many years that I go over, geez, well, at least once a year when I'm doing these videos, but often a lot of these questions come up. I know for myself daily, a lot of these either before or after the day, the beginning of the day, end of the day, when things are happening the day, sometimes I've got to recheck that conversation that I'm having with myself. But here's some questions that I want to give you to think about. So there's 9 of them here. So number one, you want to often ask yourself, what have you learned? What have you learned? What have you learned in the situation, or what have you learned in experience in business and personal life and health and in relationships? What have you learned in general? What have you learned daily? What have you done to learn and more? Have you read a book? Have you looked up an article, listened to a podcast, watch a video, take a class? What have you learned about things that you want to get better at? Number two, what will you no longer accept? What things will you no longer accept from yourself, your environment, the people around you? Because there's things that happen, things that we do to ourselves, uh, thoughts, that negative thoughts, things that we procrastinate, we self-sabotage. We have other people and things happening in our lives that sometimes are a negative effect. So often think, what will you no longer accept? And a hard stop to it. Number three, what gives your life purpose? Why are you waking up every morning? What are you doing? What are you striving for? What makes you happy? You got to think about this. Like, what makes you happy? What are the things that you strive for every day? What gives you purpose? Number four, how do you know your life is on track? How do you know? I mean, this is a hard one. How do you know your life is on track? Or on track a lot enough to know that you're doing some or a lot of the right things to stay on the right track of where you want to end up. The track means there's something at the end. There's something that you're trying to get to, or yeah, some to be more spiritual. It's the journey, not the end, but the journey. What track do you want to be on? In my head, when I picture that, that analogy is kind of like those scenic railroads. Do you want to be in the track of life that's going through, the cities, or things that you don't want to see? Or are you in the track of life that the things that you want to see and interested in to experience and see? It's just like a journey. What is it? How do you know your life's on track? Number five, how important is money to you? This is very important. How important is money to you? I think all of us, 99 well, at least anybody that's watching this video, we work for money. We're not working for fun. We're not working because we love to do it. None of us, as far as I know, no one watching this video would be someone that won the lottery or inherited a bunch of money and don't have to work the rest of their life. So I would be very honored if you were, that you're taking the time out to do this. But the thing of it is, how important is money and how much money do you need to make? That's all relative to your happiness or what you want to do. As we all know, money doesn't bring happiness, but there is a dollar amount that makes your life better for you. There's definitely a dollar amount for every one of us that if money got down to a certain level, or it wasn't hitting a certain level, our lives are more hectic. The bills aren't paid, things are not happening. You can't move forward because you're always struggling. There's a dollar amount, that we need to at least live. And you want to make sure, how important is money? How much important is money? The next thing in real estate, overall, I know that your most agent's time, if you really think about it, your most agent's time is more important than money overall. You know why? Because if agents that I would say would spend 12 hours a day on the phone in front of people, trying to make calls and networking and prospecting and putting the time in to make the money. But we value sometimes our time too much and don't want to put it into something that might add to more business and more money. It's weighing that time and money. 6, what's important about your health? How important is your health? Now, me as I try as much as possible be on the healthy side of individual, of going to the gym and trying to eat the right things. Am I running marathons? Am I in the gym 2 hours a day? Am I never eating a carb or a sweet or something I know that's not good for me? No, but there's a balance. But how important is your health to you? Do I know for a fact what I like to eat pizza is my favorite food, and hamburgers and French fries. I'd eat that every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I could. And they said it was healthy for me, I'd be eating that every day. So, but how important is your health? Because without health, money doesn't buy health. We know that. So you have to have, at least daily or often, you have to think to yourself, how important, that's a conversation you have. How important is your health? It's almost a daily thing when you're making choices of what you're eating or you're exercising and what you're doing. 7, what types of relationships do you want? What personal relationships do you want with people? Your spouse, your significant other, your children, your friends, your family. What kind of relationship? Do you want a lot of friends and a lot of family? Do you want a small group? Do you like to be more of an introvert and yourself and one or two other people? You have to know what type of relationships you want to be happy. And sorry, getting over a little bit cold here. So, what relationships are important to you? We all want relationships of some sort, at least with the spouse, significant other, your children, your family. How many, how intense, how often you want to bring in those relationships and spend time with people. You have to ask yourself that question so you know where you want to be and be on the right track with your relationships in life. Number 8, how do you know your life is fulfilling? Wow, this is a tough one. How do you know your life is fulfilling? I think, to me, my thoughts on this is needing and wanting. If you're always the type of person that I wish I had this, I wish I had that, I wish. If you wish more than what you have and thankful for what you have, you're wishing for, I wish I had more money, I wish I had more time, I wish I had more friends, I wish. If you're daily, to me, of thinking, I wish I had all this, then your life, the more wishes, the more unfulfilling you have. Because I see, in my opinion, like when I have reality checks, when I see those people that are so happy and fulfilled with so much less than what I have. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about things. I'm talking about just daily, like opportunities. People just have simple lives, few people, family, and they're happy and they're fulfilled. They're not wishing for any. They don't even know anything else. They don't want anything else. So I think, to me, that how do you know your life is fulfilled? It's when you don't wish for anything more, or you're not spending most of your time wishing for more things. You're grateful for the things that you have. And then that's 9. That's like the bonus one right after that is what you're grateful for. So I feel that the fulfillment is when you could say on almost on a daily basis that the list of things that you're grateful for that you have is way more than the things that you wished you have. That's fulfillment. There's fulfill your life is fulfilled or fulfilling is when that level of gratefulness is far outweighs the I wished. My opinion, my experience, my life coaching of things that I've read and seen and watched. That's my interpretation of it. So, well, that's it for today. Hopefully, this gave you some stuff to think about, improving that internal conversation with yourself on a daily basis. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, reach out to me, call, text, email me anytime. I'd love to talk with you one-on-one and help you out with whatever you need. Bye-bye.